What's going on, guys, and welcome back to The Edge, where we help high performers drop stubborn belly fat, build strength and muscle, and reignite their energy and drive no matter how busy life is. I'm Owen Keeley, performance coach, international athlete and national record holder. I've helped hundreds of high performers rebuild their bodies, energy and focus, all by installing proven, time efficient and decision light systems through the Everyday Stronger method. This is where we break down those systems, share the principles behind them, and help you take back control of your body and your life. Let's get into it. They're two of the most widely used drugs on the planet. One to start your day and one to end it. Caffeine is how they get through the day, and alcohol is how they switch off from it. When you rely on both of these, you create a roller coaster of energy, highs and crashes that quietly sabotage performance, sleep, and recovery. Today, we're going to break down exactly what's happening in your body when you drink coffee or alcohol, and how it affects your energy systems, and how to actually use them strategically so that you can stay sharp, train hard, and actually recover while using them. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to, first of all, understand how caffeine and alcohol affect your nervous system, energy, and sleep. Second, use caffeine intelligently for performance and focus. Third, manage or offset alcohol's effects on sleep and recovery. And fourth, build sustainable energy that doesn't depend on stimulants. So to hop straight into number one, how caffeine actually works. So the big common misconception with this is that caffeine gives you energy. In reality, caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. It just blocks adenosine. And adenosine is a neurotransmitter that builds up throughout the day and tells your brain you're tired. So by blocking those receptors, caffeine tricks your brain into feeling alert because you don't feel tired. The thing to note with this is that adenosine keeps building underneath. So when caffeine wears off, all that adenosine rushes back in. That's the thing that makes you feel tired, and that's your crash. A 2019 paper in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that consuming caffeine even 6 hours before bed reduced total sleep time by roughly 1 hour. And more importantly, it reduced deep sleep quality. That's the part of sleep that restores your brain and hormones. So yes, the 4 p.m. coffee might help you finish a meeting, but you will pay for it in recovery. Here's some practical rules when it comes to caffeine. So keep caffeine within the first 8 hours of waking. Aim for a 1 to 2 cup limit, so about 200 to 250 milligrams in total. Again, this is dependent on body weight, but this is a rough rule of thumb that's going to work for most people. On rest days, try one caffeine-free morning to reset your tolerance. And if you are training early, use it strategically. Pre-workout, not constant sipping all day. Step number 2, the alcohol problem and why it feels relaxing but isn't. So alcohol hits your nervous system in the opposite way. It increases GABA, which calms the brain and makes you feel relaxed. But it also disrupts REM sleep, which is when your brain consolidates memory, hormones balance, and recovery happens. So while you might feel like you pass out faster, the sleep is lighter and it's fragmented. You wake up unrefreshed, dehydrated, and craving sugar or caffeine, and then the cycle repeats. A 2018 meta-analysis in Sleep Medicine Reviews confirmed that even low doses of alcohol before bed reduced REM sleep by 9 to 40%, depending on intake. So that is a big change. And here are some practical rules when it comes to alcohol consumption. So if you are drinking, aim to stop drinking at least 3 hours before bed. Try to match every alcoholic drink you have with a glass of water, and if it is possible, with a pinch of salt or an electrolyte tab before bed. For every weeknight drink that you cut, expect better morning energy. Step number 3, how to build energy that lasts. So caffeine and alcohol are both short-term tools that can work for you until they work against you. You'll never outperform poor sleep, dehydration, or under recovery. And the funny thing about these two drugs is that when you actually stop consumption, you will start feeling the opposite effects that the drug has on you almost instantly. So the relaxation that you feel when you drink alcohol is going to be reversed when you stop. Or the alertness that you feel when you drink coffee is going to be reversed when you stop. But when we take them to the extreme, they can have some nasty side effects. So aim to use caffeine to enhance alertness when you need it, not to survive every single day. And use alcohol socially, deliberately, not as your stress relief strategy. When your baseline energy is built from consistent sleep, hydration, nutrition, you'll find you don't need as much of either. So the big takeaway here is that caffeine and alcohol aren't enemies, they're levers. When you use them intentionally, you can boost performance, manage stress, and still recover quite well. but when you rely on them to cope, they will quietly pull you backwards. If this episode helped you think differently about your habits, I'd appreciate it if you shared it with someone who's stuck in the caffeine by day, wine by night loop. It might help them reset their energy, and it also helps us grow the channel organically, which genuinely means a hell of a lot. And as always, if you've got any questions about caffeine, recovery, or how to stabilize your energy, shoot me a quick email or DM on Instagram. Thanks for listening. Let's get after it.